In the town of Oluebube there lived a girl named Chidinma. Her beauty was like a song, her eyes bright like morning dew, and her laughter soft like bells in the wind. People admired her, men chased her, but she was never content. She wanted more. More money, more dresses, more life. She often told her friends, "I will not end up like my mother selling tomatoes in the market. No, I am meant for better things." They laughed, but her words were sharp like a blade. Her parents were simple farmers. Their hands rough from work, their backs bent from years of sun, but their hearts were pure. They loved her. They warned her many times. "Chidinma, remember where you come from. Pride can destroy even the tallest palm tree." But she never listened. She wanted to fly higher than her roots. One day in the city she met a man. His name was Pastor Daniel. Though people called him pastor, his ways were not holy. He was a man of sweet words and heavy pockets. He wore fine suits. His car shined like water under the sun. He told Chidinma, "Come with me, I will give you a life of gold." Her heart jumped. She followed him without looking back. For months he showered her with gifts. New clothes, perfumes that filled the air like roses. He gave her a flat in town where she lived like a queen. People envied her. But inside Pastor Daniel's heart there was only selfish desire. He had a wife already, a family in another city, but he kept Chidinma like a hidden treasure. Soon her stomach began to grow. She touched it one morning and whispered, "A baby." When she told him, his face changed. His smile faded, his eyes darkened. "What nonsense is this?" he snapped. "You know I cannot be exposed. If anyone hears this, my ministry will scatter, my name will be ruined." Her hands shook. "But it is your child," she pleaded. "Our child." He looked at her coldly. "If you want to remain in my life, that baby must not exist." Her world broke. She cried day and night. But fear chained her heart. If he left her, where would she go? Who would care for her? She had cut ties with her family, she had nobody. Only him and his promises. One night as the river roared under the old wooden bridge, her mind twisted. She walked there slowly. The baby had just been born, her body weak, her arms trembling, but her thoughts heavy. The baby's cry was soft, innocent, unaware of the storm in her mother's heart. She looked down at the small face, the tiny fingers curling around nothing. Chidinma whispered, "Forgive me. Cannot keep you. Have no choice. If I keep you, my life ends." Her tears fell into the baby's blanket. She kissed the forehead once, then with shaking hands, she lifted the child higher. The moon above looked on silently. The river below moved slowly, dark and endless. "God will understand," she said, but her voice cracked. She closed her eyes and just like that, splash, she threw the baby. The water opened wide and swallowed the child. The cries were gone. Only the river spoke, carrying the little one away. She staggered back, her chest tight, her breath heavy. She wiped her tears and whispered, "It never happened." She returned home and told Pastor Daniel, "The baby died." He nodded coldly, relieved. "Good. Now we can continue." But peace never came to her heart. She dreamed every night of soft cries by the river. She saw small hands reaching out of the water. She woke sweating, her body shaking. But the river was not silent. The river carried the baby gently, like a mother carrying her child on her back. The cloth floated and drifted far, far away until dawn, when a fisherman named Oluebube was casting his net. He heard it, a faint cry. His heart froze. He looked around. Then, near the reeds, he saw the bundle. He pulled it out and gasped. A baby from the water. His wife ran to him, her eyes wide. The gods have remembered us. For 10 years they had no child. Their hut was empty, their nights full of tears. But now here was a baby crying in their arms. She is ours, Ogbonna whispered. Her name will be Oluebube, gift of God. They raised her with love, strong and pure. Her laughter filled their home, her steps danced on the soil. Their hut was no longer empty. She grew like light, kind, gentle, always helping others. Villagers said, "This girl is special, the river must have blessed her." Years passed. And one day Chidinma's life crumbled. Pastor Daniel abandoned her. He found another younger girl. Her beauty faded. Her money gone. She returned to her village, but her parents were gone. She was alone. Her body thin, her eyes sunken. She began to fall sick. Her skin broke into sores, her bones weak. She went from one healer to another, one prophet to the next, but nothing worked. Then one night in her dream a woman clothed in white came. Her voice deep like thunder. "The child you threw away is alive. Only her blessing can heal you. Find her before the next full moon or you will die." She woke trembling, sweating. No, no, it cannot be. But in her heart she knew the river had not forgotten. With her last strength she began to search, town after town, until at last she reached Ogbonna's village. The day was bright, the whole square filled with joy. Oluebube was being celebrated for gaining admission to university. The villagers danced, sang, ululated. But then Chidinma entered. Her wrapper torn, her hair scattered, her face thin like dry wood. She looked up and froze. On Oluebube's ankle there it was, a small cowrie bracelet tied with red thread, the same she had tied long ago before the river took her child. Her knees gave way. She fell to the ground, crawling toward the girl, tears flooding her face. "My daughter, my child, please forgive me. I am dying." The music stopped. Silence filled the air. People stared. "What is she saying?" She pointed with shaking hands, her voice cracked. "I gave birth to you years ago. I threw you into the river. I wanted to save myself. But the river saved you. I am cursed. Only your blessing can heal me. Please forgive me." Gasps filled the square. Mothers covered their children's eyes. Men shook their heads. Ogbonna and his wife stood still, hearts heavy. Oluebube's face was pale. Her hands shook. Her lips trembled. "You threw me away," she whispered, her voice soft but sharp like broken glass. Chidinma cried louder. "Yes, but I regret it. Every day, every night I see your face in my dreams. I beg you, forgive me before I die." The village waited, breath held. Even the wind was silent. Oluebube walked slowly to the woman on the ground. Her eyes filled with tears. She bent down, touched her mother's head gently and whispered, "I forgive you." Chidinma sobbed, her body shook, but the girl continued, "But forgiveness does not erase what you did. You must still face the river. Ask it if it has also forgiven you." Chidinma's breath slowed. Her sores faded. Her skin warmed. She looked up with tears of peace. "Thank you, my child." But Oluebube turned away. She did not smile. She did not look back. Some wounds only God can heal.